Hayakum everybody, and welcome to another show. Welcome to Live at Expo. I'm your host Nidal, and together with me today we're going to jump into episode 11. We're going to celebrate the EU Honor Day. An honor day is like a national day, but for something that's more than a country, like the EU. So you probably can tell where we're standing. We're standing right by the UAE Pavilion. Let me tell you a bit about the show before we jump into it. So the idea behind this is that I am your avatar here. I am your host. I do what you ask me to. I ask the questions that you're interested in. And I transmit your curiosity to the guests and things that we can see today. How does that work? You use the chat. You type your questions, the things you want me to say or do in there. The team will then select the most creative, the most insightful, curious, and interesting questions. And whenever they come up on the screen, you get points. You get 3 points. And we want to accumulate points together today. Why? When we get to 100 points, we can get a seed of change. And a seed of change helps the Expo. It's an initiative by Expo that helps power projects that lead to a planet with less carbon emissions and a greener future. So I'll tell you more about the seeds of change as we go. But talk to me, interact with me, tell me what you want to know and what you want to see. All right, we'll check in every now and then with the points to see how we're doing on the leaderboard. And there's also badges. These are the things that give us 100 points, straight up. When we do something really cool, when we accomplish a task that's hidden, it's kind of like gaming. Whenever you complete something that you didn't know was a challenge, then you receive a badge. So I'd like to welcome you to the Opportunity District and to the UAE Pavilion right over here. Al-Fursan. And I happen to know what's right this way. To celebrate, you can see the map probably, to celebrate the EU Honor Day, we're going to head to the Dubai Millennium Amphitheater. All right, that's in the heart of the Opportunity District. So we're going to make our way over there, and hopefully we get to explore some of the EU countries here today. We get to explore their pavilions, use the Honor Day as an opportunity to really dig deep and find out more about these countries that have come all the way to Expo and participated and built these beautiful things that we're going to see around us. So a little bit more about Honor Day, and it's fitting because the UAE National Day is right around the corner. So it's a great opportunity to really dive into these cultures and find out how they see things, how they perceive it, how they use language, how people greet each other, how people say goodbye, and how we can use language and the things that are around us today to learn how to better communicate the really complicated and beautiful things that are happening inside us. So here we are at one of my favorite points in Expo. Behind me you can see Morocco. Why I love it is it's the intersection between a lot of the districts here. So Al-Fursan is that way. This is Saudi Arabia's pavilion. Morocco. Right over there we actually see one of the EU countries. You see the cones right down there. That's Austria. There's... Okay, so let's follow our plan. We want to catch the celebrations. We want to get... What? Here we go. See people use different modes of transport around here, walking, buggies. Oh! Something is getting in. I can't move forward. I wonder why. Oh. Our Ghaftri is speaking to us. Salama. She has a message for us. Mobility cannot be sustained till doubt and apathy are reigned. Greetings, gratitude, farewells are all that's needed, nothing else. That's quite poetic. It's a bit cryptic. Let me know what you think Salama's trying to tell us here. I mean, the static is a force preventing me from making any forward movement here. Greetings, gratitude, farewells are all that's needed. I don't know. Think we can figure this out? Okay, what if I back away? What if I'm not meant to go down this way? Where would we go if I can't go down this way? Well, it would make sense. Let's see, maybe there's some EU countries around us. Let's see if we can make our way to those. Okay, any EU countries in the vicinity we should be able to see. Okay. What countries could be nearby? Some of you might know, actually. You've watched before, or you know the lay of the land. You know where I am. So what EU countries could actually be nearby? I remember seeing the cones, so that's Austria down there. And I went by here recently, and I remember Malta as well. So these are a couple of options that we have, Austria and Malta. What do you guys think? This is an opportunity for you to make a decision to participate, okay? Hey, Hamad, Salama, name of a great tree. That's right. She is our guiding tree. She's our spirit tree. She's the Ghaf tree, the national tree of the UAE. But let me hear from you. Where should we go first? I want your votes to come in. Are we going to go to Austria first, or are we going to go to Malta? And the way for you to participate is, you can see on the screen now a couple of options and a hashtag. So whatever your choice is, it's the hashtag and that option. Okay, it would be A or B. So in the chat, type hashtag and your choice, and whatever gets the vote, that's where I go. This is how the show is going to work. I'll give you options, I'll give you choices, and please let your votes come in so you can decide collectively for us where our next experience would be. Okay. How are the votes doing? I feel strongly towards both. I really hope I have the opportunity to take you to both, but it would be exciting to start in one. So let's hear it from you. I think I'm quite close. I'm almost equidistant between both now. I'm quite close to Malta and to Austria. Behind me you can see that's Saudi. All right, let me hear from you. Keep getting your votes in. SWGO 1692. Austria is more. Okay, so your vote is towards Austria. That means you should type hashtag and then the choice. That's how you vote for it. But I'll count you in. I'll count you towards Austria. It's getting closer. All right. Let's see what you guys decided. I'm not going to try to influence your decisions. Oh, look at that. That's Egypt over there. It's Egypt, and then right next to it, Switzerland. All right, Malta's won. So that's our first destination. We're going to head to Malta. Thank you for all your votes. This is the engagement that I want from you going forward. Perfect. This way, we'll be on the same page and you really guide me. All right, I have a friend in the Malta Pavilion, actually. I'm excited to introduce him to you. He's a repository of knowledge about all things Malta. And I still get surprised every time I speak to him. So now that we're going indoors, so Salama told us a bit of poetry about greetings. Whoa, Expo, nice. Yeah, welcome back. Whoa, Expo, Nadal knows his way around. I do, I'm memorizing it. Thanks for remembering, and thanks for coming back and watching us again. The Ghaftri gave us a bit of poetry about greetings and farewells. So now is a chance for us to really start to learn. I don't know the greeting in Maltese, but here we are. We're at the Malta Pavilion. Hey, Glenn, how's it going?
في البافيليون تا مالطا.
How are
كيف انت
you?
طيب؟
أنا منيح. What was the greeting you said in the beginning?
مرحبا.
مرحبا.
In Maltese we say مرحبا. So a lot of people from the Arab world do not know how close our language is to the Arabic, you know. So as you see over here, we write مرحبا, that's in Maltese. Welcome and أهلا وسهلا.
So Jayward Fish tells you we have here live at Expo. People are watching us. He says hello. Whoa, Expo says he speaks Arabic. It's actually not Arabic. It's Maltese.
Yes, correct.
So Glenn is my friend here at the Malta Pavilion. Any questions you have about Malta, its culture, the language, anything you want to know from him, just shoot us. Send us in your questions, and I'll pass them on to him. But my first question is, why do you say marhaba like we do? This is your greeting.
Yes. So the Arabs conquered Malta from a long time ago. The first colony that gave us the language was the Phoenicians, which is now what you know is Lebanon. And if you have a look at the map here, Malta is an archipelago of 3 small islands, and it is connecting the north of Africa to Europe. We are part of the European Union. We joined the European Union in 2004, and that makes it a perfect country to visit as a tourist and also for business, because we are the entrance, sort of the gateway into the European Union. So if you walk with me, I can explain a little bit about the pavilion. Over here we have a short clip about our islands, and it's discussing about history, lifestyle and nightlife. And we are having a team of connecting cultures and generating opportunities. Okay, so this is a bit of a view of how the islands look like from above, and to give the idea of to the audience how big they are. Malta, the main island, is 27 kilometers long by about 11 kilometers wide. So we have a total of the 3 islands of around 300 square kilometers.
And this is a 3D representation of them?
That's correct, yes. So this is the main island over here. We have Comino in the middle of the island, which is the small island. And
so we already have someone wondering about representation, since we have a representation here. Does the logo represent the islands as well?
This is the logo designed for the Expo, for the pavilion. Okay, but perhaps they would like to know a little bit. Let's start with the Maltese flag.
Maltese flag.
So the Maltese flag was also given to us by the Phoenicians, and it's white and red. And we have the George Cross, which was given to us by the British for gallantry during the Second World War, because the Maltese were very brave during the war. And
so that's where we get the colors of the logo from?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Our national color is red.
And Hey Hamad is asking, what is the currency of Malta?
So because we joined the European Union in 2004, 4 years later, we adopted the EU currency, which is euro. But a little bit of knowledge for the people from before, we had the Maltese lira, which was a very strong currency. 1 lira is about 11 dirhams, UAE dirhams.
So it's now the euro.
It's now
and
the
Kringle is saying, since you have language like we do you also have falcons like we do?
We also have falcons. We have many types of birds that go over the island. Hunting is still available in Malta, and so we have a hunting season. So sometimes they shoot birds as well.
So there you go, Kringle. Falconry is part of Maltese culture.
Yes.
So it seems like with every civilization or every empire that found its way to Malta, there was something that was left behind and integrated into the culture.
That is perfect. So we were ruled by a lot of countries, and our history dates back to about 8,000 years. In fact, we have one of the world's first freestanding temples called Hajar-im.
Hajar-im.
Hajar-im. That is exactly how it looks like. It is covered in tents to protect it from the environment. And then we were ruled by the Phoenicians, the Romans, we had the Arabs that conquered Malta again, we had the Normans, the Kingdom of Spain.
And expat Brat is guessing the interest in this is probably because Malta is important in the defense of Mediterranean. Could this be a reason why?
Yes, as we talked earlier, it is right in the middle of the Mediterranean. So this strategic location has been important since the beginning of time. You have to also consider, for example, in the old days when ships did not have any engines, they would have to sail through the trade winds in the Mediterranean, and the ideal location was Malta.
So, Kakafan is also interested, along with the languages, there is a lot of faiths in Malta.
Yes.
Is there a dominant faith? What is the faith structure
yes.
like?
During the Roman Empire, Saint Paul, the Apostle, he shipwrecked in Malta, which is also found in the Bible. So we are predominantly a Roman Catholic country. We were one of the first in the Mediterranean. It's around this 60 AD that we became Roman Catholic.
So where we are really, says Glenn, you really know your stuff.
Thank you. So right now we are in the business side of the pavilion, and Malta is attracting and open for businesses because of its location, because the ease of making business, because of the government incentives. It's the ideal testbed location, a dynamic workforce, and it has also an experience of around 70 years of investment, direct investment.
Jay Wordfish says that's a truly deep dive.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the art that we're seeing here?
So this is it's representing sustainability, made from sustainable materials, and it is just showing that Malta is open for attracting a lot of sustainable businesses.
So the way that young people think now and how they want to build a future is something that is quite typical in Malta.
That is
Sounds
correct.
like it's a normal way that you guys live your life.
Yes, exactly. We are very. What's nice about Malta is that when you work there, there's a very good balance of lifestyle and work. So you can come to Malta also to study. There's an education courses. We have. It is a tech hub of tomorrow. There's a lot of modern businesses such as IT, blockchain, and innovations. We have also manufacturing, adding value to certain products that we have. So Malta's ideal for these things.
And it's not all just new tech. There's stuff that is from the heritage. Expat Brat, before we start talking about this beautiful watch, how does the weather compare to Dubai? They ask you.
All right, that is a very good question that comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Because it is right in the middle of the Mediterranean. It is temperatures ranging between 10 degrees, the minimum it can get in winter, and around 38 in the summer. But the sun comes up almost every day
Sounds
in
like
Malta,
a pleasant
so
time.
it is a perfect climate, yes. You can take a dip in the water almost all year round, but it gets cold in winter.
So the weather looks as good as it does in this painting here in the middle of the clock. Wow. This is Malta painted onto the clock, right?
Yes, this is actually, we call it Arloġ tal-Lira. It is a handmade design. It dates back to the 1700s, where the bourgeois and aristocratic society, they used to have these clocks. This is gilded real gold.
Real gold, just entered, not just a grandfather clock.
And it is handmade on wood as well, and they are unique timepieces. They are very expensive. This one, for example, is fetching around 34,000 dirhams. And there is only one piece of each.
Wow.
Because it is handmade.
This is incredible. How old is it?
So they date back to the 1700s. Obviously, this is done in the modern times, but we trace back its origins from the 1700s.
Wow, hey Hamad, min jid, yeah, of course. And these are the things that are made in Malta. This is part of the Maltese industry.
These are handmade artifacts that
let's take a cool look.
So, for example, you are seeing here pens that are made out of real wood and resin.
Are these as expensive as the
They vary in
cloth?
price, but they're not expensive as much
expat
as
bread?
the
Don't
cloth.
worry, I'm not going to reach out and touch these things.
That's all right. We have some souvenirs, and we have also some jewelry designs that from Maltese artists.
Sparky Solo tells you the cloth is too expensive for them.
But there's a lot of people that obviously can afford it, and that's why we have it on display. So,
So I learned a lot from you today.
Thank
And
you.
I learned how to say marhaba.
مرحبا.
And what do we say at the end?
So we say ciao like the Italians.
Uh-huh.
Normally, this is what we use normally on our language. But however, we also say slim alik.
Slam عليك.
Slim alik ukol.
Means
So we
salam
say
alaik.
it's like salam alaikum.
Oh, wow.
It's coming exactly from.
So
the
there's
Arabic.
both. There's
Exactly.
two options.
Exactly.
There's grazie,
ciao is,
Ciao.
is actually more used widely.
ciao,
Like so.
and slam
And
عليك.
slim alik, yes.
So I'll give you both. Slam عليك.
Slam alik or
Ciao.
ciao alaikum.
Thank you so much for your time.
Grazie
We had a
mille.
great time with you today.
Grazie, grazie.
And I can't wait to see Malta now.
Thank
I
you,
actually
thank
want to
you.
go and visit myself.
Fantastic.
Thanks for your time, Glenn.
Thank
this
you.
was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
So, Slam عليك. Ciao.
Bye bye.
How was that? Malta was incredible. Glenn really knew his stuff. Sparky Solo, amazing. Yes, it was. He really knew his stuff. I felt like we could ask him about anything. Woo! Country badge. Malta is unlocked. We earned the Malta badge. Well done. This is our first one. That's 100 points. That's a whole seat of change by itself. That's awesome. Well done. Congratulations to us all. Okay. I'm still buzzing. Sparky. Woohoo. Badges. Yes. That means our next destination would be Austria. But before we get there, where are we really? Sweet? Yes. Let's check in with the leaderboard, see how we're doing. We have in first place, where are we really? 124 points. Oh, Expo second place, 121. We have J-Word Fish, 115, third place. Hey Hamid, fourth place, 112. And tied for fifth, Jess Cantor and Kaka Fan, 109 points each. Kringle, 106. I Am a Laster, 100 points. Tied for eighth with Robouton, 100 points. And Spike Trap Claire. I like your nickname, Spike Trap Claire. Let's see where we are. Am I headed in the right direction? I'm headed towards Austria. I should know where this is. Okay, that was our leaderboard. I hope we had fun in Malta. I don't know what your favorite bit was. I liked the integration of different cultures. I liked how, even though different empires, different civilizations took over, Sparky, I need to chat more for points. Yes, Sparky, that's the idea. Yeah, more creative. Ask me to do stuff. Ask me questions. Yeah, so that was my favorite bit about Malta, is the integration of very different things and different cultures that they then own and make their own and call it Maltese, and somehow it becomes more than the sum of its parts. Oh, Expo, the fact that they speak Arabic is interesting. Yes, it's the only Semitic language that's an official language in the EU. That's actually quite cool. But you also heard a lot of Italian in there. But we're not headed to Italy, we're headed to Austria. We're passing by Saudi again. I want to show you this because the colors are quite different at night. The contrast between what's on the ground and what's scrolling on the pavilion itself is really interesting. Expo really takes on a different color between day and night. Oh, Expo, that is quite cool. Yes, it is. I'm glad you're as excited as I am about this. Yeah, there's at least three different vibes. Every time I come to Expo, there's the day vibe. It feels like a whole other place. There's the night, of course, and there's like now the transitional period where things are slowly changing, almost imperceptibly. The Phoenician connection was interesting too, J-Word Fish. Yes, Phoenicians made their way over there quite a while ago. And everybody who goes there builds stuff. So architecturally, you get a lot of different flavors in quite a small place. It's not a huge place. Less than 50 kilometers. That strip of light on the ground keeps changing color. Yes, and it is to help guide another mode of transportation, like this one, the Expo Explorer. So these are the boundaries on the edge to indicate for moving vehicles where they should be. Everything is thought out, every detail is thought out. Magic hour, Jess Cantor, yes! So here we are. This is Switzerland here, and these beautiful cones. That's Austria. Expat Brat, oh that's cool, I would go in that train, yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I can take you on it later on. I'll give it a shot. But here we are. We're arriving at Austria. J-word fish. It's a train, yes, an electric one. How cool is that? Okay, so a friend of mine should be waiting for me to help take us on this tour at Austria. These cones might look, we will discover their purpose together. It's really difficult to guess why they're built this way without knowing it. Sparky, great entrance. Yes, it is. Yeah, there is a very good reason for the way these are built this way. And it's awesome. Let's see if any of you can guess that purpose. Hello! Hi, Nidal from Live at Expo.
And I'm Senna.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Senna, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nidal, your camera work. Oh, thank you. Hey. So, we're gonna start with everybody watching it live at Expo.
Yes.
If you have any questions for Senna. Senna, what do you do here?
I am a hostess. I'm guiding visitors through our pavilion. I'm showing and explaining them our pavilion. And if they have any questions, we are here to answer.
Perfect. So, we're gonna go on this journey together with Senna. So curious about these cones. Jess Cantor's already wondering what the cones are about.
Well, as you can see, it looks very different from Austrian architecture. Our architect was inspired by Arabic wind towers. He has 38 cones here in total. All of them have different heights.
38 cones?
Yes, 38. They have different heights from 6 to 15 meters.
The chat is saying hello to you.
Hi guys, hi. And yeah, we have this natural cooling system.
Ooh, what does it say here? Austria makes sense. النمسا توقظ الحواس. Wow.
Why? Because our pavilion is built on the 5 senses. We want you guys to explore Austria through the 5 senses by hearing, seeing, smelling, feeling, and tasting in the restaurant if you wish to.
All 5 of them?
Yes.
Whoa, Expo says, oh, I like bergils. Does she know something we don't know?
What are bergils?
Bergil is the Arabic wind tower.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here, the cones are inspired. We can enter if you wish to. Here, everything is explained in signs. We don't have any words here, only signs, because we want everyone to understand. Here's this Arabic wind tower, and we have cones here.
So this is the bergil.
So here, the top of the cone is open during the night. The cold air comes in, gets stored by the clay walls, and during the day it cools the whole pavilion naturally, exactly like in the old times when people use bergil.
So right now,
Yes.
there's no AC,
No, here are no ACs.
but it feels like there's wind movement.
Because it's an open pavilion, the wind can enter and cool a little bit.
Oh, well, Expo, the images on the walls light up. Actually, these are projections onto the wall?
Yes, exactly. They are aiming to explain everyone the concept behind this pavilion, but you of course need the explanation because it's not obvious on the
So
first
it
sight.
takes your attention and walks it to the different signs. Signs. Should we communicate through emojis? Asks J-Wordfish. I think the Austrians are kind of doing their own emojis with these glyphs.
Yes, kind of. It's a universal language, so why not?
Like a natural refrigerator, says Jess Cantor. Yes, yes, that's the wonderful thing. See, the area here is open, so there are no walls. This is open to the outside world from here, and from here as well. So the hot air goes out from the top and pulls in the cool air from here. And these walls, you said they're made of?
Clay.
Clay.
Yes, clay from the inside mixed with some grass, dried grass.
You
And
can
from the
actually
outside-
see straws embedded in this. So these are all natural
Yes.
materials that
Yes.
can be sourced locally.
Yes, exactly.
And they function as a big fridge somehow.
Kind of, yes. And from outside, the white walls that you could have seen, these are steel,
Uh-huh.
the Austrian element in our pavilion.
And they're white to reflect away
Exactly.
the heat.
Exactly. And here you can see the map of our pavilion with the senses.
Is that us walking?
No.
No?
It's showing the different stations as an orientation plan.
So what are the different stations that we're going to see? They're based on the 5 senses?
Exactly. We will start with hearing, where we will hear some sounds from Austria. In combination, it's traditional Alpine music, which represents nature. Then we will go and see some patterns known for Austria. Then we will smell Austria with the stone pine. And our last, or before the last station, there's the heartbeat, the feeling station, where we share our heartbeat with the Expo. And at the end, there is the restaurant coffee, where we will taste some traditional
That sounds
dishes.
awesome. I'm excited. But I want to ask you about the clay walls because a question came in the chat as well. What happens when it rains? How does it stay fixed?
The thing is that from the outside is steel, and steel doesn't get affected by rain.
Oh.
So nothing happens to the clay from the inside.
So there is steel on the outside and clay on the inside. There we go. That's why it's okay in the rain. And that's the marriage of the Austrian element, steel, and the local elements, which are the clay and the straw. So let's get our 5 senses journey started. What's our first station?
Hearing.
Hearing.
This
Oh,
is
should
an
we be quiet?
interactive cone. Yeah, it's an interactive cone. The moment we enter, the melody will change slightly because there are moving sensors that capture the movement and add another melody to the sound. You can enter and...
What if you go first so I hear what it's like? Then I will join you. I'll stay quiet so they can hear what's happening. Are these sensors?
Yeah, there are sensors placed here. And in fact, before we entered, there was only the bass tone of the church organ.
Uh-huh.
And after we entered, there were some bell ringings, the piano, which
Bell
you can
and
hear,
piano.
and a choir, this in the back.
Say it again. Can I do it with you?
Yeah, sure.
It
was
is
in the
changing.
back. Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. So this is hearing.
Yes.
We have 4 more senses.
Exactly. The other sense is here with the seeing, where we will see a marble controlled by a magnet drawing patterns known for Austria.
Sparky wanted us to sing the Expo theme song. We're moving on to the next station already, Sparky. I'll try to do it at some point.
Later.
So now this is vision.
Yes, exactly. Here you will see Austria. Over there, oh, it's great. It's showing the Expo logo right now.
That's something you'll be seeing, hearing actually quite a lot in this pavilion. You have these pretty installations, you have these various experiences which you can make, but quite often there's like a social or sustainable message behind this, which we also want to bring across to our guests and visitors.
Basically, there's a marble that is controlled by a magnet. It's moving and drawing pictures. Right now it was drawing the Expo logo, which you can still see drawing. And why the Expo logo? Because we are participating in the Expo this
I
year.
want to take a closer look at it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do.
So there's a magnet underneath this. That is way cool.
And thank you. And the projections that you were seeing there are microscopic projections by university students from Vienna. They are showing the inside of a single sand grain.
The inside
of a single
sand grain. Jess Cantor says it almost looks like an eye itself. Expat Brat, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. And
A
yes,
marble-controlled
it's very
magnetable
impressive,
Expo,
yeah.
yes.
And the two other patterns are Edelweiss. It's a alpine flower which grows in the Alps. And the other pattern is woodcut pattern that you see when you cut wood, because we have a lot of trees in Austria, so we choose that.
The trees are an important part of
Yeah, sure.
the signature of the country.
Yeah.
The spirit of it, right?
Yes.
So that's one of the pictures that we see
When
with our eyes. It's
exactly.
Expo, it's the inside of a tree, and it's the flower that grows in the Alps.
Exactly.
So now we come to
The smelling station.
the smelling station.
Here you can smell stone pine. It's a tree that grows in 3,000 meter altitudes or higher. And since we have a lot of high mountains in Austria, we also find maybe you will recognize the smell.
Oh yeah?
Try it out.
How should I smell it?
If you take off your shoes, then take
Yeah.
off your shoes, then you go in.
Uh-huh.
Sit or lie down anywhere.
Okay, so we're gonna take off our shoes here. And this is quite special wood, is that the idea? Where we really are sent, yes. I have to be careful. Ooh, I can already smell it. I can already smell it.
Yeah, it's stone pine, Austrian stone pine.
Describe the scent for us. It's quite earthy. It's piney. I don't know if piney is deep enough of a word to describe it, but it's like the inside of a woodworking shop. There's a bit of sweet smell to the pine.
Maybe you recognize it from saunas?
From saunas. Oh, it's
Yes.
the same wood
Yes, exactly.
that goes in the saunas. Okay, now that makes sense.
We also use it for bedroom furniture or in the house anywhere, balcony, table, because it has this relaxing, unique smell, the fragrance.
You called it waxy?
Relaxing.
Relaxing,
Yeah.
okay.
It's very healthy.
And the smell is drawn from underneath up by the shape of the cone itself as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Direct connection.
Hopefully. Oh, smell-o-vision. Great description. Thank you. All right, I'll try to put my shoes on back quickly. So the pine really is deeply connected to Austria.
Yeah, sure. It's a tree that we find a lot, and we also have been using it since a lot of years. I'm sure it's used since decades because it has this healthy smell.
And what do you call the pine?
Zierbe.
Zierbe.
Yes.
Did I say it correctly?
Yes, you did.
Zierbe. And how do I say hello?
Hallo or Servus in the Austrian way.
Hallo?
Hallo is German and Servus is the Austrian.
Servus.
Yes.
Okay.
So Servus.
So servus.
This is our feeling station.
Our
Feeling.
feeling.
Yes. Here this one. You place your hand on the designated area.
Okay, let's step where I can actually hear you, because it's just a touch louder this way.
Or I'll turn it off.
This is really interesting. So there's something spinning here that looks like heartbeat. There's a plate and a place to put your hands.
If you put your hand here on the designated area, the sensors will collect the heartbeat.
So I put my hand here
Yeah.
and here. What happens now?
It's starting to collect and measure your heartbeat.
This is my heartbeat.
Yes. Frequency of the heartbeat.
It's
And here it's vibrating and creating a pattern which is called Schladny pattern. It's created by the vibration of your heartbeat and it's individually created, which means it looks different for everyone.
Wait, you're saying this like it's normal. My mind is being blown right now. So my heartbeat is making this plate shake,
Yes,
and when it shakes, it produces this pattern.
exactly.
So this is the pattern of my heartbeat?
Kind of, you can say so. If you see, it looks different for everyone else.
And
because it's individually created.
why is it being collected?
It's not being collected because your fingers are not on the same.
Yeah.
And we are collecting heartbeats from everyone who wants to share their heart with us because we want to combine what everyone has in common, the human heart. So we are aiming to collect as many heartbeats as possible. And here in the middle you can see the beats that we've already collected. The circle is spinning around and we hope to have a full circle of heartbeats at the end.
So this is a feeling recording. This is a recording of the feelings of the heart of everybody who's been to the pavilion so far. That's
And
incredible.
sharing.
And it's literally beautiful to look at. This is like a piece of art. So our hearts make art.
Yes, they do. They do.
Well, Expo, you look emotional. Yeah, how can you not be? Austria's pavilion has my heartbeat recorded now. What they will do with it, I'm sure, will be a good thing.
Yeah, we're not selling it to anyone. We will keep it here in safe. And it's like an exhibition at the end. We will show everyone, look, this is what we all have in common, what we can do together. This is us.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Where are we now?
In the restaurant of Austria. And here we can taste some very delicious sweets and dishes known from Austria, which you can see here.
So this is the tasting stations.
Yes. Here, this is Sachertorte. It's a chocolate cake.
Say that again?
Very famous. Sachertorte.
Sachertorte.
Exactly. And over there you have Apfelstrudel or Apfelstrudel as we call it. Right now it's apple season in Austria, so I'm pretty sure you will be able to taste this one. And you will
Okay.
like it.
So Austrian apples in a strudel at the Austrian Pavilion. How can I say no to that? Yeah.
No,
Are you going to join me?
if you want me to,
I mean,
sure.
we already felt together, we heard together,
We
so
saw,
we should
smelled.
taste
Yeah.
together,
Okay,
right?
let's do it.
Yeah. Let's find a beautiful spot to sit. How
Yeah?
about here? Yeah. Sparky says he's very hungry. He wants all of it.
Sparky should come and sit with
Sparky,
us.
yeah, you should come. Kringle, go for a strudel. That's what we're doing. We're precisely doing that. Thank you for your suggestion. Please have a seat. Ooh, apple strudel. Yes, please, expat Brad. Thank you. All right. Boom, boom. I want to keep seeing what you guys are saying to me, so I'm going to just quickly turn this around. I'm making breakfast, so I vote for apple strudel. Yes, Jess Cantor, that's exactly what we're doing.
The good thing about Apfelstrudel is that you can eat it anytime.
It's breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Dessert, anytime. It's always good.
So there we go. Can you try one bite of each, Kaka fan? I would love to. I want to leave a bit of room for any future food adventures that I might have today. So I'll be coming back for bites of each. But now we're going to go for the street, especially that it's apple season, Kaka fan. Yeah.
In Austria, we have a lot of apple trees. Apple is our national fruit, you can already say. It's not official, but like everyone knows, we are known for apples.
And you know, whoa, Expo, I want apple strudel now. Yeah. I learned from you how to say hello, and I learned I want to learn, servus.
Yeah?
And how do we say goodbye?
Tschüss.
Tschüss?
Yes.
Okay.
Tschüss. And thank you is danke.
Danke. Yeah.
What else would you like to know?
What else would we like to know? We're sitting here, we have an opportunity to take a quick lesson. So if we have anything else come in, we'll find out. But I think the way that the pavilions were built and how it's Austrian outside but Emirati inside somehow, and taking an idea of something that already existed here, which is the barjil, and then making it Austrian in a way, that was really fun for me to discover. Sparky, what's your favorite dish? Sparky's asking.
Apfelstrudel is one of my favorites. There's another apple combined dish which is called Kaiserschmarrn. It also exists here,
Kaiserschmarrn.
but they don't do it with apple mousse. Kaiserschmarrn is a like pancake, but very small, and then you dip it into an apple sauce.
Apple sauce.
Yeah, it's
There we go.
I love it.
How do you say yum? I think yum is yum. Oh, I think I
Lecker.
know this. Lecker, yeah, okay. Lecker, how do you say bon appetit? Guten Appetit.
You say Mahlzeit.
Mahlzeit.
Zeit. Mahl is food.
Food.
Zeit is time.
Time. Food
Food
time.
time. Mahlzeit.
So food time is like saying bon appetit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like saying let's eat. How do we say cake? Kakafan. Cake?
Kuchen.
Kuchen. So the way we say cake is Kuchen. Kuchen is say lecker.
Ja,
Ja.
sehr gut. Sehr gut.
Kuchen ist sehr lecker. Ein Apfelstrudel, bitte.
Wow,
Yeah.
how do you know German?
If there's one thing to see when visiting Austria, what would it be, Just Cantor?
Depends on what you like.
Depends on what you like.
We have a lot to offer. For winter, summer season, we have lakes, a lot of lakes,
Lakes.
which are very beautiful. Because unfortunately we don't have a sea in Austria. It's
landlocked,
we have a lot of seas which are beautiful, from turquoise to blue, cold, warm, everything. You can even dive in them.
Oh, wow.
Then we have skiing for winter tourism, Christmas markets, very beautiful Christmas markets, sightseeing in cities, hiking in mountains.
So if you love nature, you're going to have a really good time in Austria. Oh, expat, I missed your comment. I'll try to look again. I hope it comes back up. I saw you though. I recognize you, and thanks for chatting with me. So if you like nature, if you like sports, you're going to have a good
or
time.
if you like culture as well.
And if
culture.
you like culture.
Yeah, we have a lot of museums. We have a lot of old companies which are known and displayed in museums, on the streets. If you like culture, it's also the right place.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So there you go. Whatever you're into, whatever your vibe is, if it's slow, if it's fast, if it's natural, active, or if you're just a curious person, I think you'll have a good time in Austria. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
bro. Wow, look at that. Please join me. We have to do this together.
Here's a knife.
Oh, I need a knife.
You have to cut it into pieces. Then
Yes.
you can dump it into the cream if you
Dump
wish
it
to.
into the cream.
Yeah.
I like
if
that
you like.
style. We're gonna dump it into the cream. Which museums do you recommend? Asks Wo Expo.
If you like beaux art, like paintings from Van Gogh or
Sparky, I want it. I
Clint.
want it.
then we have Leopold Museum or Albertina, where you can find
Looks
very
so good. Says Just Cantor.
where you can find very.
Am I doing this
pictures.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
then-
this is our bite. Dump it into the cream. They're telling me to do what you said. Show me what dumping looks like.
I'll show you. You cut it like this, and then you take it.
Okay, that's the professional
Like
way. All right. Prost.
Mahlzeit. Prost.
Wow.
Very good.
Oh yeah.
Very
The crust is very buttery. It's flaky, but it's quite generous. And the stuffing is really delicious. There's raisins, apple, seasoned apple, definitely cinnamon,
Yeah.
a lot of other spices, and the cream. The consistency of the cream cannot be transmitted via words. I have to take one more mouthful. Oh.
You love it, right?
Come on. This is gonna be my new breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, Sana,
Yes.
danke.
Bitte gerne.
Sehr, sehr.
Sehr gerne.
Yeah, this was fantastic. Yeah. And let's see if I remember. Thank you for showing us around,
You're welcome.
teaching us a language,
Yeah.
sharing with us things that stimulated all our senses. And I bid you farewell. Cheers.
Ciao.
Yeah?
Cheers.
Do you know how we say in Arabic?
Marcela.
Masalama, yeah, she nailed it. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you as
I really
well.
appreciate you. This
Yeah.
was delicious in every way.
Thank you for coming and showing the world our pavilion.
Oh, super.
Here's the exit.
I'll help you with a little push. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful one. Thanks
you,
a lot.
You too. Bye.
Hey, yeah, Kakafan. She was awesome. You were awesome, they're saying. Yeah. Where are we really? Ciao. Yes, you're using all the goodbyes, all the languages now to greet people. I love it. That was incredible, wasn't it? Cuisine badge! Hey, congrats! Another 100 points. Where are we really? Badge, yes! That was cool. I didn't expect a cuisine one. I thought maybe a country one, but here we go. A 300 points for us. Thank you for participating with me and being as excited about the strudel as I was. This is really fabulous. Just Cantor, the yummy badge, yes. Not only is it pretty, but it's actually functional. It makes sense. Oh yeah, Austria makes sense. We got the Num Num badge. Where are we really, says. Yeah, so Austria was fantastic. Show you a good look of the cones, how they look stacked in between the palm trees. That's awesome. Hey! Austria's unlocked. We earned the Austria badge. Look at us go. That's another 100 points. You know what? It's probably a good time to take a look at the leaderboard, huh? 2 badges in a row. Let's see how we're doing. Let's see how you guys are doing. Woohoo, another badge, Sparky. Yes! Tied for first place. Where are we really? 369. Whoa, Expo 369. Third place, Just Cantor, 350. You know what? I know we're doing points, but I gotta show you what I'm seeing right now. Just another thing that happens at Expo normally as you're walking around. This is the Guardian. Some of you might know this character, might have seen it walking around. Yeah, just Expo, that's Expo for you. This is what happens. Wherever you turn, there's something like this going on, literally. So, Sparky, oh, I wish I was there with you, that's cool. Come on down, Sparky, I'll be waiting for you. So, on our leaderboard, tied for 7th, Droop Dog, Riley Kane, Robouton, Spike Trap Claire, all 300 points. We're doing amazing. By the way, we're doing really good. We're gonna get a lot of seeds of change. So, where are we headed now? If you can guess, let me know in the chat if you know where we're headed. And let me tell you a little bit more about the Honor Day background. A few things about what it means for the EU to celebrate something like this. So the way I see it, the way we see it here, is that it's a chance for us to hear from their representatives, to enjoy the cultural performances of these different countries. Because the international participants will gather at the Stage of Nations, their flags will be raised, the sound of their national anthems will play, dignitaries will mark the day as well with some speeches, powerful words, and a display of heritage from the participating nations. And along Al Wasl Avenue, you can guarantee to see the country's flags, more than 190 of them participating in Expo 2020. And it's really a testament to the nature of Expo, and it informs us and reminds us of our strength together, is that when we unite, when we really come together and act with one voice, we can achieve something incredible like this. So this is kind of why Honor Day matters and why it's celebrated, and such perfect timing that it's close to the UAE's National Day itself. Alright, so we're getting close to Al Fursan now. Yeah. See, that's the transition I was talking to you about earlier, which is the day vibe and the night vibe are entirely different from each other. We saw what it looked like in between. Some of you noticed that the colors have been changing around us. Just Canter, the EU, old countries, and new union. Yes! This is how we paint the future, right? We take old ideas, we take old concepts, and we imbue them with a youthful spirit and the change that we look for in the world. So let me hear from you. What was your favorite bit so far? Which of the rooms that we experienced, the stations, the sense stations, stuck out to you most? What did you think about the heartbeat thing? I'm still thinking about that. I think that's really awesome. The Pinewood room, I wish I was more of a poet that could have transmitted to you more of that experience, so that might not... Oh, something is blocking my way again. Salama. The static force remains in the view. Greet it kindly and bid it adieu. That's a bit cryptic. If you guys know what that might mean, let me know. The static force remains in view. Okay. Greet it kindly and bid it adieu. Okay. I think I have an idea. I think we've been learning about greetings and goodbyes. I think Salama is guiding us in that direction. Maybe we need to address the static, not ignore it, not try to walk around it, but let it know that we see it. Maybe stand up to it, maybe say hello. Maybe come at it with a bit of empathy and love rather than trying to tear it down or push it away. So that way you can probably help me out. You can probably use all the words that we learned today, all the greetings and all the goodbyes that we learned today, and tell the static hello and goodbye in all the languages that you know. Marhaba, static. Ma'aslama, static. Salam alaik. Yeah, let's do that. Marhaba, expat brat. Yes, exactly. Choose, static. Let us through, static. Ciao, static. Say hello in different languages. Just Canter. Yes, yes, yes. Even languages that I didn't use today. What's goodbye in Austrian? Tschüss. Austrians speak German, so they will say tschüss. And that's what we learned today with Sana. Yeah, so let's talk to the static. Let's tell it hello and good. Okay. Looks like it worked. Looks like the plan worked. Thank you. You made it possible. Now I can actually continue my journey. Ciao, static. Expo. Yes. Wow, look at this. What is this? This is gorgeous. Saudi's reflective pavilion. I should make my way down here. Okay, thanks for all your help. And danke, Statik, for opening the door for us and letting us find our way. So where are we headed now? Do you remember our initial destination? We wanted to celebrate Honor Day. We wanted to head to the Dubai Millennium Amphitheater, where the Honor Day celebrations will be taking place. Yeah! Sparky, it's Missile Command. Missile Command. Oh! What we were looking at back there, what are the comets? I don't know what the comets are. I think you guys are talking about the Saudi Pavilion. That was a view from underneath, looking up. So a lot of what we're seeing was the reflection. Jayward Fish, nice job. We dissolved it with kindness. Yes, we did. Nice going, Jayward Fish. I can hear some of the music already. Let me tell you a little bit about the stage and where we're going. So we're coming up to a traditional orchestral music composition and contemporary dance. So it's a full show. It's a classical show. And Oh, can you see what I see? We're gonna rush over there. I don't want to miss this. So, the performances we're gonna see, the type of show that we're gonna witness, it talks about the context in which the EU was formed, how it evolved all the way to 2021. Okay, quest for future. Hey, we got the quest for the future badge unlocked. Look at us go. What does that make it for? 400 points. Well done. Okay, before I jump into the stage, some of you might recognize this structure that we're looking at. If you do, that means you've seen one of the older episodes. If you haven't, go back to the browsing area and find one of the old episodes where we go backstage on the Jubilee stage. There's also other episodes hosted by my friends, up to 11 of them now. But here we are at the Dubai Millennium Amphitheater. Bonanza today, yes it is. So, European composers all coming together to this show that really gives us the spirit of the European Union. Let's see how close we can get. I hope it's not done yet. Okay. There's still more to come, I hope. Sounds amazing. Yes, it's worth listening to. It's worth giving it attention. Sound like it's in Burton film. He's inspired by European culture and composition and orchestral arrangements. Can you also see the dancers on the stage? Expat Brads. Oh my god, I love this song. Oh, so tell everybody which one it is if you know it and love it. So they can go and find it after the show. That's a dance performance. There's a dance performance playing on the screen and a live dance performance on the stage. Alright, let's see how close we can get to the show. Try to get you as close as I can. Okay, how's this? I wish I could get closer, but I think if we had come earlier, we would have found a beautiful spot, but while we're exploring, they started ahead of us. Whoa, Expo magical, absolutely. The way that it sounds here, I don't know if you can see around the stage itself, the decorations are made to look like a tree with fruits hanging off it, with lights inside them. Expat bread, Harry Potter theme. I'm trying to interact with you, but at the same time, I would love to not bother the people around me. So, excuse me if my voice is not loud enough. Sparky, John Williams, mystical looking dance, Jess Cantor, yes! Robauten, the dance macabre just in time for Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, it's right around the corner. Nice mix of contemporary and classic. Yep, that's the idea. It's fusing the future and our present today with the heritage that's been built so far. Expat Brad, I would love it if you were here too. I am lucky, believe me, I know. It really is a privilege to be able to sit here and just take in this caliber of performance. Wow.
If you would like to go in the front, you can always have these seats. Are you on media?
Yeah.
All right. If you
Okay.
want to
Thank
be
you
closer,
so much.
No problem.
Can
These are
you-
our seats. These are media seats.
I appreciate it.
No
That was
problem.
awesome.
No.
So you're working with the show.
I'm a media manager.
That's incredible.
I'm a media manager.
This is a really
I
awesome
know.
job.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
This is a very nice show, actually.
Look at that. That's the European flag. We're live at Expo, by the way, if you want to say hello
you're
to
live at
anybody
Expo.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi everyone. I work at Expo actually.
Applause, yes. Thanks for putting this together.
No problem.
Hey, have a lovely day.
No problem. You too.
How was that, huh? I mean, we really are lucky that on a day like this, we can just walk off, take a little bit of a detour, and all of a sudden we watch a performance like that. Okay, let's see how we're doing so far on the leaderboard. Let's see how we're doing with points. I think we have 400 right off the bat just from our badges. Fun show. Yes, yes it is. Okay, tied for first place. Where are we really? And Whoa Expo with 487 points apiece. Come on, guys, this is awesome. Jess Cantor, third place, 478. Jay Wordfish, 466. This is incredible. Kaka Fan, 424. Kringle, sixth place, 409. Robauten, 406. And tied for eighth. Droop Dog, Riley Keane, and Spike Trap Claire, all with 400 points apiece, plus the points that we collected from the badges. This gives us an incredible amount of seeds of change. And these seeds of change are, I need your vote actually. I need you to help me and help Expo decide how we want to use this initiative, how we want to use these seeds of change. Do we want to dedicate them to clean energy? Do we want to dedicate the ones we made today in the episode to using less, or to green cities, or to a healthy planet? And it's a lot of stuff that we collected. Eating well, living together, happy people, or cleaner water. So whatever you choose to spend the seeds of change that we collected today, you type in the chat, hashtag, and then the number of the choice that you want to make. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me today. Keep your votes coming in. And I want to soak up this moment a little bit because I love to learn. And what I discover every time I step into any pavilion and expo is that it's really an endless opportunity for me to learn something that I never knew before. And there's always a pleasant surprise somewhere. There's always an unexpected connection, a pattern that shows me more and more that what we are seeking to do here, what we do when we connect our minds and when we join our culture is always somehow come up with something more beautiful and greater than the sum of its parts. This is the journey I went on with you, and I'm glad you joined me. I see your votes are still coming in, but already Eating Well has got 33% of the votes. Let's see if that's going to change or not. If not, that would be the initiative that would receive all the seeds of change that we harvested today, that we collected today together. Is that it? I think that's it. Number 5, Eating Well. Are we locking it? Okay. That's awesome. Thank you for your votes. So, here it is. We know exactly what initiative we're going to back. We're going to go for Eating Well. I think that's a good one. I think it's on theme since we had eating today on the show. And thanks again. Thanks for coming with me. Thanks for indulging my curiosity and giving me your attention. I know how valuable it is. I had an amazing time exploring Malta. I had a great time in Austria. The things that we learned together, we literally went on a journey of senses. So come back. Join me again on the 25th for our next episode with a mystery guest on Live at Expo. And I can't wait to see you again. This has been a privilege. So much fun. I'll see you guys later.